Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. I'm Aja A, for those of y'all that have never seen one of my videos. Those of y'all that have, thanks for coming back. This is actually a monthly reading. Video looks a little different. It's very exciting of me on camera. But it's going to be your typical 4-card spread. Before I get started, this video is for the Libras. Libra gang, Libra sun, Libra moon, and Libra rising. So if you feel like what I'm saying isn't resonating with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, which I do have linked down below in the description box. Like I said, typical 4 cards, looking at the energy coming in for you guys during the month of May, or the energies that you need to be tapping into, any challenges or obstacles that you might be facing during the month of May. And because we're dealing with Taurus energy for most of the month, going to be looking at where you need to tap into a little bit of practical Taurus energy and make it make sense, and then implement that in the physical. And as always, a quick little soul message, something extra for you to take away with you from the spread, okay? So with this deck, going to be looking at what the energy is coming up for you guys during this month. What is popping off for Libra, Sun, Libra, Moon, and Libra rising during the month of May? Energy. You've got clean it up here. And I'm going to pull your next 2 cards just to get a little bit of clarity on that for you guys. So with this deck, we'll be looking at challenges or obstacles that you might be facing during the month of May. And then also we'll be looking at where you need to tap into that Taurus practical energy, okay? So what challenges, obstacles might Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and Libra rising be facing in May? And where do they need to make it make sense? Excuse the background noise. I am sitting outside at the park. Got random sound effects. And there's a cricket. There's a plane. Probably be a random dog or random child here shortly. Okay, and all right. So you've got the Sun of Swords in the position of your crossing energy, and you've got the 10 of Swords in the position of where you need to make it make sense, okay? So all of this here is hella Swords energy, all right? And Swords, as you guys know, is connected to the air element. The sword suit is the air element in air. You guys are an air sign. It's all about the mental, the perspective, the way you process things, the way that you view the way that you view things, and the way that you think about things, right? Your headspace. And so what I'm getting for the month of May is that some of you Libras may not necessarily be in the most positive headspace, but with your cards here, I do get that you can yourself figure out how to find a way to find your zen. You've got clean it up in the position of the energy coming in for you. So with that being said, what I'm picking up on, Libra, is that you may have been coasting for the past couple of months. Not necessarily, you know, things may not necessarily have been easy, but you may not necessarily have been rocking with like a very heavy energy. But I pick up on the sense that things are going to start to kind of pile themselves on top of you during the month of May, and it's may kind of be a little overwhelming. And because we are dealing with Earth energy for most of the month, dealing with Taurus energy for most of the month, things might seem or feel a little heavy. But you've got the clean it up card here, and you've got this card that comes with the number 21, which is all about the number 3 because it breaks down to 3, and that number is planting the seeds of manifestation. 3 carries a very positive energy, so you've got this clean it up card here to say that no, you cannot allow these things to bother you as much as they are, because you are supposed to be in a positive headspace. You're supposed to be in a positive place in the physical, in the spiritual, and as far as your mental goes. clean it up. Like the message that I keep getting is like, find your zen. You have to do things that get you to a point to where you feel at ease, to where you feel peace, whether that be meditation, whether that be taking a walk outside, whether that be going to sit in the park like I am, like just right now, singing a song, writing a poem, running around the block, whatever it is that puts you in a space to where your heart feels okay. You need to be devoting as much energy as you can to that during the month of May, because you are going to have some things coming in that you also have to figure out and that you have to work through. And it's easier to work through things when you have a clear mind. It's easier to work through things when you're not carrying around a lot of anxiety. Okay. Moving forward, you've got the Son of Swords crossing the Clean It Up card. Couple of messages with the Son of Swords card. Okay. The Son of Swords is the Knight of Swords, and this is a card that comes in carrying a message, and this is from the air, the swords element, so this one is really coming in with a message, but this is a crossing position. So I get this notion that, Libra, you guys are in this headspace to where you're like, listen, I know I got a lot of shit to figure out, I know I have things to do, I know I need to clean it up, but I don't necessarily know how to do that. But also at the same time, the Son of Swords is you. So what does that tell me? That you are your obstacle during the month of May. You are actually keeping yourself from cleaning things up. You are actually keeping yourself from finding your zen. And that is because on the shadow side, Libra, you guys can be very paranoid, and you guys can tap into these very negative, you come up with like really negative possibilities about situations when you're not operating within your light aspects. So my advice to you, like I say in most of my readings, is to turn this card into an upright position. Like I said, you need to find your zen during this month of May. You need to do whatever it is that puts you in a place of peace, that puts your mind at ease. You don't want to be the reason that you are not getting to the points that you need to be in. That's like the worst type of crossing energy. And not to say that this is a bad reading, but like that's like the worst type of crossing energy is the one that you lend to yourself, because it's like, you don't have to do this. You do not have to be the reason why you are not reaping what you've sown over this past year. You do not have to be the reason as to why you are not tapping into what it is that you need to tap into. So you need to keep it real with yourself during this month, Libra. Have a little talk with yourself, have a little talk with God, spirit, the universe, whatever you believe in, and get a little realistic. What is it that I'm doing that I don't need to be doing? What is it that I am lending negative energy to, and that is therefore manifesting in the physical? And how do I stop doing that so that I can clean this shit up, so that I can get my shit together and be in the spaces that I need to be in? Okay. And just further confirming what I'm saying, you've got the Ten of Swords in the position of where you need to make it make sense, where you need to lend some practical energy. The Ten of Swords, as I said, maybe I didn't say this, but this is what I consider one of my aw shit cards. If you watch my videos, you know I like to keep it very real. So if you're not with the real, I mean, you're already almost through the reading, so you might as well stay. But if you're not really into real messages, I would suggest clicking out right now, because we're just going to keep it very real. Going a little further into what I was saying, this is allowing the things that you're thinking about to manifest in the physical in a negative way. So this tells me that your thoughts are I don't want to say dark, but your thoughts are not positive right now, Libra. I'm feeling like there's this sense of like, woe is me, this like I can't, or I don't know how to X, Y, and Z type of energy that you're kind of like wallowing in during the month of May. And just to keep it completely honest, you need to pull yourself out of it, pull yourself up out the trenches. And honestly, you're the only one that can do that. Sorry, not sorry. Pull yourself up out the why can't I say that? Pull yourself up out the trenches. Start talking to yourself in a positive way. Start lending positive energy to yourself. I was talking to my brother about this the other day. When we're 21, we be going through it, And so we were having a conversation, and he said something, and I was just like, listen, I understand where you're coming from, and I understand that that is the reality of the situation right now, but you've got to start speaking good things into existence. You've got to start thinking with good thoughts, with good intentions about the things that you've got transpiring around you. So long as you lend your energy to that, that is how it will manifest in the physical. You'll start to see this shit start to shift. So same message to you, Libra. Stop thinking about things in a negative light. Stop thinking about, oh my gosh, shit is just crazy. I wish things would change. I don't have what I need to get to where I want to be. I don't have the resources. This is not the space that I want to be in. Let that go, okay? It's not necessary. Look, we get it. We know you're not where you want to be. If this is resonating with you, you are not where you want to be. You're not doing what you want to do. We get it. Life is not how you want it to be right now, and that is okay. That is life. But so long as you look at it like that, it's going to continue to be like that. Start being a little bit positive. combat and tackle this Ten of Swords energy. Stop allowing your thoughts to manifest negatively in the physical. Start thinking positively so you can see a positive shift in the things that you've got going on around you, okay? Now, let's get to the last card in your spread, which is going to be your soul message. Something extra for you to take away with you from this reading. Say, what is the soul message for Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and Libra Rising for the month of May in regards to the cards that I just pulled? Got the deck there. Soul message for Libra is the rainbow transition. And that comes with the number 35 on it, which breaks down into 8, which is all about cycles and karma and infinity. So the energy probably does feel a little tough for you right now, a little rough, tough, and dirty, because there is a shift happening for you, Libra. Things are getting ready to change for you, and they're getting ready to change for you for the better. But in order for things to get better, you got to get rid of what doesn't serve you, and that does sometimes mean your perspective and the way that you are looking at things, okay? But you've got to get rid of it. You've got to clean it up. You have change coming in for you, and rainbows are positive messages. If you like it, just in pop culture, a rainbow, you're supposed to make a wish when you see a rainbow, or when you see double rainbows. I don't know. I make wishes when I see double rainbows. There's a legend that there's a pot of gold at the end of the rain. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these very positive messages that come with this card. But this card comes with the message of transition. What happens? How do you get a rainbow? A rainbow happens after it's rained and the sun is now shining. I don't know the exact science because I'm not a science chick, but I know it has to do with the water and the sunlight. So after the rain and the sun comes out, then you have a rainbow. So Libra, once you make it through the rain, I can make it through the rain. Mariah Carey, listen to the song, okay? Once you make it through the rain, clean it up, the sun's gonna come out and you're gonna have this beautiful little rainbow. So just understand that the things that are transpiring during this month for you, these thoughts that are coming up, these things that you have to work through, you have to work through them because you have to clean them up in order to get yourself into this position, okay? So that is your spread, wild hair and all, with the wind blowing. I hope those messages found you well, Libra. If you feel like you need your own personal reading, feel free to book one with me down below. I kept saying find your Zen, and I really wasn't doing this to plug myself, but since I did say it so much, I do offer literally it's called Find Your Zen, a Find Your Zen tarot reading. It is a reading that has to do with, you know, what is weighing on your heart and what's weighing on your mind, and ways that you can tackle it, some insight into how you can tackle it. I have my Etsy shop link down below. You just go into my Etsy and go into the tarot readings, and you'll find the Find Your Zen spread there if you're interested. I also have hella videos that I would like for you guys to watch. The Taurus new moon video is up. We'll be dealing with that energy for the next month. May pick a card readings as well, and we are also now in the retrograde cluster, as I like to call it. So I have a link to the 2020 retrograde series playlist that I have with the current retrograde videos in it. I also got hella other videos, so just check out my channel and subscribe if you haven't. And thank you guys for watching. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.